Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for something slightly different. So last year I sort of joined the F1 community in the sense of actually making F1 2013 videos and actually getting the game. I'd not even bought F1 2011 or F1 2012, so I was a complete noob and rookie, but I made this F1 2013 career mode being the Williams Road to Recovery, and so I got quite a lot of support on it and effectively ended up joining the F1 community as well as soon as I started that. And I know you guys quite like the series. It still does pretty well even to this day, even though that the game is very old now in terms of its lifespan. So basically what I'm doing is I'm giving you guys the choice for what team I use for my F1 2014 career mode. So I'm going to do probably about 2 series overall on F1 in total. At least at first, for the first 5 or 6 months, and that'll be sprint mode and career. Well, I say 5 or 6 months, it depends, we'll have to see. But the main 2 series that I'm thinking of doing at the moment are sprint mode and career mode, because they're sort of really the only things you can do at the moment, really, on F1 games. But yeah, so I'm giving you guys the vote for what team I should use on my career mode. So this is going to sort of run alongside, well, it's going to run as the Ultimate Driver sort of series. The Ultimate Driver series is, of course, where I go from like Grid Autosport, Formula C into Formula B, the occasional Le Mans race, IndyCar race, like an actual driver would, fluctuating between different series as he finds sort of, you know, good form in certain series and moves up a class, or, you know, finds bad form in a certain series and moves down a class. You know, those one-off events like the Le Mans 24 Hours and such like, and even some different categories like endurance and touring car actual seasons too. So basically the story is I did well in Formula C, I've done well now in Formula B, and it's now time to move up into Formula 1. But I still want you guys to vote, because ultimately you're the ones who are watching the video, and I really want it to be your choice, like I did with my FIFA 15 career mode. So I've got 6 teams that you're going to be able to choose from. So first of all, if you're wanting me to join Mercedes or Williams or Red Bull, that isn't going to happen, even though really, actually I would really like to join Williams, but I just thought it would be a little bit too easy and slightly unrealistic. You don't just tend to get flung in. I mean, occasionally you get flung in a Williams like Valtteri Bottas did, obviously, but he was a test driver first. I don't tend to get just flung straight into a big team. So I want to work my way up from the bottom and then up to the top across various F1 games in the future too, like F1 2015. I want to merge it with every game that possibly could come out that I could actually use for the whole career mode series to make it as realistic as possible from, you know, an actual racing driver's perspective. So the 6 teams that you're going to be able to choose from are, in terms of a lower tier, we're going to go for Sauber, Caterham and Marussia. So Marussia is probably going to be quite a popular team that people use along career mode, and to be honest it's not too bad. I wouldn't really mind joining Marussia, although I would really ideally like to be fighting for wins and stuff. I wouldn't really want to be at the back, and that's why I suppose overall probably people won't vote for that. Same for Caterham and Sauber, really. Obviously last year Sauber would have been a pretty top standard team to join from the mid-table perspective, but certainly not this season. Sauber really down there fighting with Marussia and Caterham. So yeah, if you guys really want to see me start, you know, actually competing for race wins and podiums and stuff, I probably wouldn't suggest that. But if you want it to be as realistic as it can possibly be and me start at a pretty low-end team and work my way up through the career mode, then I would certainly suggest that, if that's your point of view and your reference, and your preference even, not reference. I was missing a P off the start of that, but nevertheless, you don't care, I don't care, so we'll move on. The sort of top 3, oh my god, I've combined 3 with tier. Top tier 3 teams that we're going to go for are Toro Rosso, Lotus and Force India. So these are the teams that it would be quite a struggle to win races at, but it would certainly be possible, especially Force India. So if you really want to see me, you know, competing for race wins on quite a regular basis, or at least podiums, I would certainly suggest Force India. If you want it to be a whole sort of road to Red Bull sort of scenario, I would suggest Toro Rosso. If you want it to be quite difficult, but also there might be the opportunity to get sort of 3 or 4 podiums in a season, I would go for Lotus personally too. But again, it is your choice, completely your choice. choice. I posted the straw poll on Twitter. There will be a straw poll link in the description below, so I mean, you can comment if you really want to. I will not stop you from commenting, but it does make it slightly more confusing in counting up the votes. So if you really want to vote, I would suggest a straw poll, but if you really want to comment, I'm not going to stop you or prevent you from doing that. But yeah, so you've got two options. You can go for the straw poll, or you can comment. I'll add all the votes together, including the comments, because I might as well just completely YOLO it and do that too. I'm really looking forward to how the vote turns out, actually, because it's really interesting watching the FIFA15 career mode one, so it'll be really interesting to watch this one too. But nevertheless, it's been an absolute pleasure ranting to you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and to be honest, if you want to like the video, I don't mind. If you want to subscribe, I don't mind. But all at the same time, I can understand why you wouldn't like the video, because it's pretty informational. Subscription, though, would be kind of nice. It would make a lot of sense, because it's looking forward to me actually doing the series. I've done a very different sort of outro to what I usually do, so we'll just end it quite abruptly with goodbye.